The FESTPAC finger-pointing has begun. Yesterday, Chris Duenas blamed Speaker Judy Wonpat and the Democratic majority for forcing the governor's office to take over the planning of FESTPAC at the last minute. Today, the Speaker, Vice Speaker, and Senator Rory Respicio all responded. On News Talk K57, the governor's special assistant, Chris Duenas, told Travis Kaufman on The Big Show that the people who were originally in charge of FESTPAC dropped the ball. At first, Duenas refused to specifically name anyone until Travis Kaufman pressed him for an answer.
Well, okay. I guess what I want to ask you is, who do you want to blame? I mean, if you're going to blame somebody and then say, I'm not going to name names, then why do it?
Travis, if you want to become divisive, I have no problem. I have no problem calling out members of the 31st and the 32nd Guam Legislature. You can go and you can research the committees.
No. I'm not going to go and research the committees. I'm saying, do you want to say it or not? Because, I mean, if you want to say it, say it.
You know, we got 50 days, Travis, to become divisive here, but I will say it. Speaker Wonpat was a very key member of the 31st and the 32nd Guam Legislature who had responsibilities for this. Rory Respicio had his fingers in it. The Vice Speaker had his fingers in it. That's why I mentioned in terms of the bills and the resolutions and the law they were trying to pass. The majority has had this from the legislature for a long time.
But to say that the original committee did nothing or dropped the ball is totally false.
The Speaker says that the original committee did do a lot of planning, but help was needed by the executive branch to begin the actual execution of the event.
If Chris would check the governor's incoming mail, in February of 2011, about 2 weeks after he was inaugurated the first time, I sent a letter to the governor telling him about FESTPAC and the fact that I needed to have someone from the administration, far up, someone with authority to be able to move the agencies and to be able to move things, assigned. I even named the person that I was hoping that he was going to appoint. That was in 2011. He did not start to address this issue until 2015. The late attention to this effort is squarely in the front office at Adelaide, because in 2011 I asked for assistance and it wasn't provided until mid-2015.
And so when the administration makes those kinds of comments where it was the legislature's fault or if someone did something sooner, I think that's a distraction. And I think it's unfortunate, but you know, my support for FESTPAC is unequivocal.
The Speaker says despite the bickering, she too fully supports FESTPAC, and she's confident that in the end, Guam as a whole will pull it off.
And that's one thing great about us as, you know, as a people, is that we really do come together at a time when we really need to. So I know we will be, we'll do very well. We're going to shine.
All eyes will be on Guam come May 22nd, but the Speaker's confident that the island will pull it off.